Okay. It looks like I might be able to finally do what I wanted to do for the longest time. And it seems like the problem that I had was Streamlabs all along. So ultimately, tonight was mainly going to be a Doom night because I wanted to try and play something that was a little different because I've basically been going back and forth between Fortnite and GTA as the two main things that I was using to grow the stream. But I wanted to try something different to see if there was just something that maybe I can give to the people that are watching me or lack thereof and see if there was any interest in maybe me doing something a little outside the box. So, my plan was to play Doom 3, Doom Resurrection of Evil, and The Lost Mission, which were all fitting under Doom BFG and basically kind of give you a playthrough of that game because I don't really see that many people playing this game. And I really want to give it its due justice because it is a decent game, even though people do kind of give it a little bit more of a hard knock compared to the newer games like Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, and obviously the older games that basically predate a lot of first person shooters. So, that being said, now that everything is working, thankfully, I'm going to load this up. And I am going to load the last save that I had before everything went down. So, let's just see. Perfect. It's actually working this time. Don't adjust your audio. It's not you that's having a problem. I set everything way down because I was trying to fix something before I got on here. I'm just going to set this to like halfway up because I don't need to have like total volume in order to find the demons in here. I'm pretty sure they're all going to jump out at me anyways, and who knows, it might add a little bit of an element of danger. So, that being said, I give you Doom. Now, to give some context here, I did have a bit of an issue where I did play the game. However, the problem was I was having issues capturing it. So, I had a full hour of Doom 3 where there was no content whatsoever. You could hear the audio, but you couldn't see the visuals. And essentially, I wasted an entire hour, and my dumbass didn't see that Twitch was recording essentially a blank screen. So, my whole aim is to go back through the entirety of the last however many missions I went through during that hour to make up for the fact that it did not work. If I go a little bit past that, that's great. But ultimately, I'm just going to try and make up for the fact that I screwed up to begin with. So, just to give some context, I am not the best Doom player, nor do I claim to be. I have played Doom in the past, but I remember some things here and there. I'm not going to get everything, but for the most part, I should be able to give you a pretty genuine playthrough, even though it's not going to be like a secret finder or an achievement guide or something like that. I'm basically just going to play this game as genuine as I possibly can for the sheer fact that I just want to give you the product that I can give you. I've never really played anything higher than normal. I just want this to be like a regular playthrough to kind of give me a little bit of content so you guys can more or less see something different from Fortnite and GTA. That being said, for the first I'd say first few missions, I kind of know where everything is. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to be scared at certain things because I know they're going to pop up anyways. So I will play this as genuinely as I possibly can. But again, disclaimer, I kind of saw the first little bit of this, so it did give me a little bit of a kind of crash course reminder. So I'm just going to set the volume all the way back up. And we're just going to play this thing. So
Welcome
I
to
would
Mars.
say...
All new arrivals need to check in at reception.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, pal. Okay.
Welcome to Mars City.
Maybe that was a little loud. I'm going to turn that down even more. That being said,
Research facility.
Welcome
To
to
expedite
Mars,
your
Marine.
processing, please proceed.
this
directly
game's
to
not bad.
reception.
I'm gonna need you to step on one of those red squares on the floor for a bioscan. This'll only take a second.
I'll talk after this guy's done
let
with me.
Get this started. You're gonna need to hold still. Moving around only makes the test take longer. All right, bioscan looks good. You're cleared for entry.
Welcome to Mars. First time? You can just leave your bag there. I'll have it sent up your quarters. Okay, there's a few things we need to take care of first. This is your personal data assistant. You'll need this to access all secure areas. If you get clearance for any security zones, it'll download directly. It's important, so don't lose it. I see here that Sergeant Kelly has requested your immediate attention. Head directly to Marine Command. It's just that way. Follow the signs.
Okay, so I'm just going to use this as kind of like a short
Mars
kind
City
of...
is a smoke-free facility. Please smoke only in designated areas.
Thank you.
For your cooperation.
No, thank you. Okay, so with Doom 3, I know this isn't the most optimal gameplay that people look for when they're playing a Doom game. This was kind of the forgotten middle child of the Doom kind of universe. It was a game that was meant to be a little bit more of a horror kind of simulator as opposed to being a shooter. However, well, to be brutally honest, as the game goes on, it becomes a shooter as opposed to being a horror shooter because you have a lot more demons that come out and you got to pop them all, and more or less it goes back to the formula that it had going for it for a long time versus trying to be scary. That being said, there are some things that did make me jump, even though, like, I would say for the most part, like, this game is not really, really scary. There were still some things where, again, I'm wearing a headset here. If I'm hearing things whispering in my ear at night, like midnight, and there's no one else around, or things are popping off and things are kind of crawling at me, or they appear out of nowhere, I'm going to get spooked. But it's definitely not a scary game. If you want a scary game at this point in time, like if we're going back way to like the 2000s when I was a young guy, Fear was terrifying. Like, Fear was absolutely just nightmare fuel for a lot of people. Doom was kind of like a cheesy horror game mixed with a shooter. So I wouldn't say it's going to scare you watching this.
I'm here because there seems to be some very serious problems.
Oh, really? Do I need to remind you of the groundbreaking work that we're doing here?
No, but I've been authorized by the board to look at everything.
The board authorized you? The board doesn't know the first thing about science. All they want is something to make them more money, some product. Don't worry, they'll get their product.
After how many accidents? Tell me, Dr. Betruger, why are so many workers spooked, complaining, requesting transfers off Mars?
They simply can't handle life here. They're exhausted and overworked. If I had a larger, more competent staff and bigger budget, even these few accidents could have been avoided.
I'm afraid you'll get nothing more until my report is filed with the board. I will need full access, Dr. Betruger, Delta included. I won't have any difficulties doing that, will I?
Only if you get lost, Swan. Just stay out of my way. Amazing things will happen here soon. You just wait.
Let's go.
Okay, so for the longest time, I would say Doom was the one game that I did not want to play for the sheer fact that I am not the strongest when it comes to spooky games, and this is probably like the best I could possibly do for the time being. I do plan on maybe getting into some scarier games, but this was kind of a good intro to me, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of scary light, or like vanilla scary. This isn't like I'm going to stay up late at night clutching my blanket hoping that it scares the ghosts away kind of scary. That being said, I think in a lot of occasions, I still remember me being a elementary school / high school kid that would play this game on Xbox and get the absolute poop scared out of me. Like, I kid you not, my friends and I played this game for the very first time on Xbox. We had to walk outside and walk around the yard to process what we saw because we were so terrified. I know that's kind of silly looking at it now, but looking at it back in the day, we didn't have anything that was like that. So it definitely gave us a bit of a spook, but nowadays, like, I could look at this stuff and I'm like, wow, that's stupid cheesy, or that's just kind of annoying. I will say, though, for its time, the graphics in this game still hold up really well. Like, obviously, you're going to see textures that aren't really spectacular. And again, I'm running this on, like, as best graphics as I possibly can. Like, this is the one game that I have on my computer that I could just crank the actual crap out of all the values here for graphics and whatever else, and it still works perfectly, which is amazing for gameplay. But back in the day, these graphics were like stunning. Like, this was almost like, holy crap, is this game kind of real kind of deal? And that just says a lot for the amount of work that they put into Doom 3.
Yeah, I saw those suits arrive too.
I'm just going to go over here and grab that.
You hear about Corporal Allen?
Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3.
There's actually an achievement attached to that if you haven't played this game before, but you basically have to stand there for a while, literally clicking on and off. In all honesty, when I got that achievement for Steam, all I really did was I set one of my key binds to be a key that I never really use, and just I kept hammering away at it just to get it, because you have to stand there for quite a while. Oh, don't want to go back here. Let's just keep going forward.
There's been more accidents in Delta.
Attention, Dr. Braddock. Please report to Environment Management Office 4 Alpha.
He's in Command HQ.
Just gonna sneak back here and yoink that.
Yes, sir.
Took your sweet time, Marine? Now, here's the situation. Another member of the science team's gone missing. Since you're the ranking FNG, you get to find him. I want you to check out the old decommissioned comm facility. We heard he might be heading that way. The only way there is through the service passage under Mars City. I've programmed this sentry to guide you to the maintenance elevator. Hope you follow the sentry better than you've followed orders so far. Pick up some gear at the security checkpoint at the bottom of the elevator. Oh, and when you find him, just bring him back. Do not hurt him. Now move out.
Sergeant Kelly, you can go suck 11. Also, you have a lot more hair than I remembered. They definitely changed him quite a bit in the Doom BFG edition. But, I mean, like, okay, I don't really need you. Like, I know where I'm going in
Attention
this.
UAC personnel. Interested in earning more credits? Volunteer at Delta Labs today. See your service branch director.
So yeah, they
for more
definitely changed
details.
quite a bit with regards to Sergeant
The
Kelly,
UAC
because
cares
he's,
about the quality of life of its employees. Please take advantage of our quality medical care services.
he's not supposed to look like that. Like, even in some of the videos that he has with you, he looks way different. So I would say for the most part, they try to retexture a lot of stuff in BFG just to make it look a little prettier, like it's a more enhanced version of an old game. But again, like, it looks silly. Like, it literally looks like he's like a nightmare at the wax museum. See, beat you here, pal. Oh, you're yeah, sure. Go to sleep. Okay. So There are going to be some codes that pop up every now and then that will be in these entries that people will have for their PDAs. I know that there is a list of them and it's easily accessible, but in order to be like more genuine to finding all the codes, just like a regular playthrough, like just somebody playing the game, I'm just going to sincerely look for the codes in emails and video recordings or audio recordings, I guess, as opposed to like going on to Wikipedia and find them all. So for this one, generally speaking, it's kind of like a gimme. It almost tells you that you have to go to your PDA to begin with in order to find the code here. And I think it's always under Adam Berniche. So we're just going to listen to this real quick.
This is the audio log of maintenance technician Adam Berniche, dated November 10th, 2145. I fixed the couplings on the heat shields this morning with no problems. I did, however, have another odd experience while I was down there. Shortly after finishing the first coupling adjustment, I distinctly heard whispering. When I went to investigate the sounds, I found nothing. I checked the work logs, and I was the only person scheduled to be in that area today. That experience, coupled with the stories I've heard from some guys over in the Delta Labs, has me pretty freaked out. I'm really beginning to hate going down to the underground maintenance area. The people down there are a bit off. The mumbling, the weird looks. The whole place is just plain creepy. I'm always expecting someone to jump out at me. I've secured my tools and the busted modulator in the storage cabinet next to the maintenance elevator. Technicians should use cabinet code 396 to access them. End of log.
So that's generally like an intro to actually getting into these, and it is very helpful to listen to some of the stuff. Funny enough, there were playthroughs. I remember back in the day when I would play this game on like an older computer, where I listened to literally all of them, and the lore that goes into this game is actually a little more interesting than you think. But I would say for the most part, if you want to treat this as like kind of just like a Doom game and just kill demons, you didn't really have to get involved with that. You just had to progress the story as much as you possibly could.
Welcome to the dungeon, Marine. Most unexciting place on Mars. I'm gonna need you to grab some armor and secure your pistol before I can pass you through security. Okay, grab your gear. Now you're ready for combat. Let me do a radio test. MarsSec radio check. Excellent. Good signal. Looks like you've been assigned the decommissioned comm facility. Just follow the main passage through the underground junction and straight out. You'll have a quick evac. And what better way to see the Martian surface than to run across it? Okay, you're all set. Oh yeah, keep in mind, civilians are working down here. Don't get excited and shoot at me.
So, you may have noticed that when I went to go pick up my pistol and my armor, there was a flashlight there. And it wasn't picked up. There's a reason for that. You get a flashlight automatically. In BFG, this is a little controversial amongst the Doom 3 diehards, as hard as that is to, kind of believe. This game is definitely not going to win a lot of brownie points with the hardcore Doom fans, but there are people that really like this game. I kind of don't mind the game in general. I think it's a decent shooter. It's addictive to kill the demons in this game, but I would say for the most part, like, I'm not a diehard Doom fan, and I don't really hate the game either, but the diehard Doom 3 fans were more used to the flashlight you would get, because it basically forced you to have a bit of like a more creepier feeling, because you had to whip up the flashlight and put your gun away. And what ended up happening was that it created a little bit more of an element of danger. And you were like, oh, I only have my flashlight out, and that's not good, because if a demon pops out, it could really take a swipe at me, and I could be dead, especially on like the higher levels. But as time went on, people got annoyed with the fact that, why would a Doom Marine not tape his gun to, tape his flashlight to a gun, and then use that, and that spawned a mod called, I think it was the duct tape mod, and basically what would happen is that it would duct tape everything to your gun so you could basically see everything. And then that ended up turning into the BFG's shoulder-mounted flashlight, which had a bit of a, I guess, health meter. So eventually this will run out. And once it runs out, it basically will die, and then it has to reload again. So this kind of created a lot of controversy amongst the really hardcore Doom fans. I don't really care, to be honest. I think it's okay as it is. The one thing that I do want to say, though, is that the game's not that dark. They lighten it up quite a bit, and they give you a crap ton of ammo. I mean, like, look how much ammo I have for this pistol. Like, I could take on the forces of hell with this pistol alone for the most part. Like, it's not, like... You'll see how much ammo I get before I leave, I guess, the first 2 levels, and it's ridiculous.
Hey, you're looking for the scientist, right? I'm not sure you want to find him. You see, never mind.
I will say, with Doom 3, the
I've done this a million times.
the build-up to the actual start of, like, the climax or, like, the kickoff to everything is pretty cool. It definitely kind of creates a sense of tension, and a lot of people are scared and they're kind of creeped out. There's anxiety amongst, like, everybody there, and there's just, like, there's an undercoating of, like, something's there, like something's crawling underneath the plates here, and it's just like you kind of know that you're walking into something and something's going to kick off soon. Mind you, there's a PDA here, so I'm just going to quickly do that real quick and get whatever's in there. So instead of there being something in an audio log, you'll also have emails, and it will give you codes right here. So the code for this is 531, and you're all set here. Now, it may seem like I know everything about the game, and you go, well, I thought you said that you didn't know anything. You hadn't played this for a while. I did play through this. I played through the first few parts of the mission here, and I remembered, like, a lot of stuff. And I'm kind of going off of what I said to begin with, except I'm kind of giving you the Cole's notes of what I said. But the other thing is that I did play a good part of this game, and now I kind of know where everything is. There will be a point where I will say, okay, this is kind of where I cut off here, and this is where I ended. And then it'll get to a point where I will start to forget things, and it might be a little more entertaining because it may scare the poop out of me. So we'll just keep moving forward.
You maintenance guys not keep any of these.
I think there's some armor down here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. So this would be the part that introduces the flashlight. You go, oh no, it's so scary and everything, but you already have it. You don't have to whip it out.
Hey, you're that new guy headed for the old comm center, right? You better hustle up, pal. This passage doesn't go all the way there. You'll have a quick walk outside to the center's airlock. Don't sweat it. Your suit's got plenty of oxygen.
Okay, so there is one thing that I forgot to mention with the old playthrough that I had. There are achievements to this game, and one of the achievements is you need to collect all the PDAs in this game in order to succeed. The problem is that when I played through a couple of times, I thought I got them all, but every single time I would go and look and see that I got them all, like I just go on my own merit, like look everywhere and find them, it still said I didn't have anything. Here's the problem with that. You have to kill people in order to get their PDAs, and that's the problem. So as much as he was a nice guy and everything, and he was kind of trying to help you out and tell you to hustle up, you have to kill him in order to get a PDA, which is kind of crappy, but at the same rate, it's also kind of hilarious because you're going to see this guy getting attacked by a zombie anyways, so, I mean, his fate's kind of already sealed, especially since I already stole his gun, but whatever. I think there might be some armor here too. Yep. I remember that part. Okay, we're good here.
Marine, this is Sergeant Kelly. You need to double time it down there. Search your assigned area and haul your ass back to Mars City. Out.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Huh? No, please. You must let me get this communication out. They have to be warned while there is still time. I can't let... You don't know what I've seen. You can't possibly understand or comprehend.
The devil is real.
I know.
He built his cage.
I'm getting abnormal readings here. This is bad.
God!
I can't hold these levels. We're losing it.
So,
Help us.
hell's literally breaking loose, and I'm going to do one thing just to kind of preemptively do something. I know it seems bad, however, he kind of turns into a zombie and kind of kicks off the whole invasion here, at least at this part of the base. So, no matter what, you have to kill him. It's just a little bit easier to kill him as a human. Alright, let's see if my aim's still decent enough. Alright.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. We're under attack by an unknown enemy force. Fall back to Marine HQ to regroup.
I will say, the start of this, like the whole start of the Hell invasion, is probably the coolest thing about this game. After this point, it starts to descend and turn into like this whole like, oh, there's demon here, shoot, demon there, shoot, demon there, shoot. It's when there's really nothing going on, and then something happens that really spooks you. So you see how I killed that guy? Well, guess it didn't really matter, because he kind of got re-killed.
Command HQ, this is Fire Team 2. Main power systems down in sub-level. Backup and life support systems only. We've got lots of civilian casualties. It's a mess. Command HQ, attempting to secure the area.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Hey, let me go. There we go. Well, I'm sorry, but you may not have a choice. Alright, I know. There's a dude right there. See that whole like background stuff where like it's kicking off and people are getting absolutely mowed down by zombies and demons and whatnot. That is like, it's pretty crazy. Like, it's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting out of here.
Get out of here. Could have hit a headshot there, but I guess not. Now, here comes a gun that I would say for the most part is a little bit of a kind of hit and miss with the community just in general. It's the shotgun. You basically have to be in hugging distance in order to do anything with it, so it is kind of annoying sometimes where you kind of have to be like literally tickling the demons or the zombies in order to kill them, but when you do learn how to use this thing, it is stupid overpowered. Let's see if I remember how to do this, because I know there's you, and then there's you. Oh. Sometimes I would get that so, well, basically anybody that used to be a security guard in this game, so the guys with black armor, they're called Zocom people. I guess Zocom, like, basically zombie security guards. So the shotgun guys are kind of overpowered because if they hit you, they send you flying. And then you have other variants that will also be scarier in their own right. You've already seen the other guy, the pistol guy. He can sometimes be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but for the most part, he's not really a threat. And then there's a machine gunner that obviously will be a bit of a threat just because he can unload tons of rounds into you. But I have a lot more of a fear of the shotgunner, so I always try to prioritize them first overall. And the other thing is that I find that with a lot of the shotgun guys, they appear in inconvenient times and they will send you flying. And if you're trying to shotgun them like I was with that one guy, you're kind of out of range because he sent you flying into the stratosphere. Hello, beastie. So that there is an imp. They look a little different. They are not well, they're not the demons that you remember from the first game. They're kind of like almost like an insectoid kind of creature. That being said, they are still pretty lethal, and I would say you're probably going to run into them more than any other demon in the game. So you tend to kind of learn how to do the shotgun dance with them. And what I mean by the shotgun dance is that you either get in and you really get a good shot and kill them first, or you have to learn how to dodge their attack and then come in for another swipe. So you'll probably see me do that a couple times. Just like that. Now let's see if I remember this. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to this now, if I can.
This is the audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 24th, 2145. Reclamation problems continue to plague the main processor. 2 more valve overloads on that unit in just the past week. These overloads can destroy the valves, causing very dangerous fire, jetting with enough heat to incinerate sensitive equipment nearby. To date, we've had only 1 reported injury as a result of these valve failures, and this is due in large part to the quick response of the engineering team. Our procedure of entering the failure code 842 in the operation terminal has proved adequate, and I recommend no changes in that procedure.
So I had all the numbers right, I just didn't have them in the right order. So that basically just turns off the fire valve there. You just basically pick up all these here. I guess I'm just taking the shotgun rounds. Okay. So we'll move forward. What's over here? I think there's just a guy over here, right? Yep, that's that guy, and then there is a imp over there. Move over here. It's you. You're dead. Alright, and then going off of memory, off of what I remember. Oh, that's nice. Don't do that ever again. Now I remember this one, and I remember this even through the first playthrough. You're going to see probably the worst thing that has ever been thought of to ever be in a Doom game ever. Crouching imps. I hate them. And the one thing is that Doom loves to have crouching imps, and I have no clue why. They make it their mission to put them virtually everywhere, and it is so annoying. Like, whoever decided that was a good idea, there's a special spot in hell for you.
We don't know what we're up against. We have negative ID on this thing. And mean echoes. If you don't have a clear path back to HQ, stock up on ammo, establish a stronghold, keep them at bay.
Let's trigger that. There's no real fear, like, going through this here. There were a couple times where it kind of was, like, over here, and it did knock me off to my death, but over, like, the course of me playing this, I think I've died maybe once to that.
Command HQ, this is Fire Team 2. The monorail track is destroyed. Unable to secure safe transportation back to base. Over.
Roger that, Fire Team 2. Fall back to the nearest station and set up a CP there. Out.
And then I think there's one dude that comes up here. Take your ammo, friend.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. Fall back to Marine HQ and await further orders.
He died. All right.
All remaining Marine units, this is Sergeant Kelly. I am unable to reach Mars City from my current position. Move to Marine HQ to regroup and await further orders.
Quickly. I thought I was the only one still alive. I can't believe I found you. Something happened. I don't know what. It was like a shockwave. It passed through the entire base. People started changing. It was crazy. I was working up here on the vent shafts. I don't know how I survived. Go for help. Please.
So, interesting thing. His voice actor, I forget his name, but he's pretty much prevalent in like a lot of the characters that are in this game. I swear I've heard him before in another series, and I think he's Wolverine from like X-Men like New Evolution or something like that. I think that's what it's called. It was like a cartoon show from like way back in the day and tried to be like new and kind of like not really edgy, but it was kind of like a new take from like the older X-Men cartoons that came out. But I swear that's his voice actor. He sounds really familiar. Like every time he looks at me, I'm like, "You gonna call me Bub or something?"
Be careful. I don't know what's in there.
Thanks, Bob. Alright, and after the ASMR breath, kill that guy, kill that guy. And then I think there's a shotgunner that comes out of here, and he's mean and nasty, so I kill him like that. And then I kill you. Alright.
This is Specialist Wilson. My team is gone. They're all dead. I'm running blind. What are my orders? Over.
Specialist Wilson, this is Sergeant Kelly. Stay sharp, son. Move to your last known RP and fortify your position. We'll find you.
Wrecked. Let's see. You next. Headless. Oh yeah, these guys here, forgot. Or guy. I guess it sounds like they have more footsteps if they're dragging their feet, but then again, they're zombies, so like, whatever. I think there's some heals back there, if I'm not mistaken. Take that.
I just don't know what to do. What are these things?
I don't know, but stay where you are. Don't let anyone in that room.
This thing. Look, Red. What was that?
Greg, what happened? Where are you?
Sound like that guy got a hug. Look at how skillful I am. That's not skilled. That's like, I literally remember where they were from the last playthrough, so that's kind of cheap on my part, but I find the game is kind of cathartic, especially if you like killing demons, or like just using the weapons in this game, because sometimes I just keep replaying this over and over again. I'm like, why do I keep doing this? Like, I could be playing Battlefield, I could be playing Fortnite or GTA or whatever else, and then I come back to this and I'm like, you know what? I think I pretty well know what it is.
Dr. Marcasian, at 1547, patient Jonathan Wills was admitted after complaining of insomnia and nausea. According to the nurse, Mr. Wills was calm and exhibited no signs of disorder when he was brought to exam room 5. However, by the time I reached him at 10 after 4, his personality had changed dramatically. When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems. I hope that additional psychiatrists arrive soon. In the meantime, in response to this assault, all medical supplies and armaments will be locked in a secure hospital cabinet with the code 347. Dr. Casian out.
He just sounds like a happy guy. I think he might be in the other room. Let's go say hi to him. Well, see you, Mr. Wills. I didn't want that hug after all. Alright. So, I believe there is a... Yep. There is a PDA that I need in order to get some more ammos. Well, that's a good sign. No, I'll save you! No! How friggin' dare you, you dirty, rotten zombie! Alright. That being said, I mean, like, if you didn't know already yet, there's nothing you can do for him. He's kind of dead. I guess I could take a look at this, and I think it's the code there. Yep. Yeah, boom, boom, perfect. Got it. Getting all the ammos. Perfect. Now I gotta say hello to the lemon sucker.
Connection established.
Marine.
See, look, his hair. Where'd his hair go?
I'm unable to return to Mars City. All passages out of the Delta complex have been blocked. I'm setting up a command post here. I can monitor status reports of the entire base from Delta Central Authority and communicate with other Marine teams. It's your mission to link up with Bravo Team and get that transmission sent. Head toward Alpha Labs. It's the fastest way to find them. I'll update your PDA security clearance from here. Good job. And good luck, Marine.
I like to think that he got so scared that all of his hair fell out and he got a shade whiter. So remember when I said earlier that I'm pretty sure before I leave the first 2 levels I'm going to have a ton of ammo? Look at how much ammo I have. This is ridiculous. Like, they give you way too much ammo in BFG. Like, I understand that there are some situations where it gets a little hairy in Doom 3, but, like, it's not to a point where you need, like, half an armory in order to take down the first level. Like, seriously, like, this is too much.
Marine, if you run across any operational sentry bots, use them. Those guys pack a lot of firepower.
Yes, Sergeant Kelly, I understand. That's great and everything, but why? They took out my super turbo turkey puncher. Oh. Oh. I guess that spawned somebody?
The USC
Okay.
is here to help you. Psychological services are free and confidential.
I'm sure they are. Now, speaking of psychological torment, I'm going to do this again because I showed this off before and I know everybody knows about this jump scare and I forgot about it until I got here and then I went to go see it and I was like, oh, maybe I have to do like a couple of things like cycle through my weapons and instigate it, and it actually scared the shit out of me. So, brave face, let's do this. Hi! And it spawns that guy. That kind of scared the poop out of me when I did it the first time, but since I know about it now, it's not as scary. You and me, buddy, let's do this. Okay, you take care of that. I'm gonna grab his ammo. I'm gonna grab that ammo. I'll say for the most part, like, especially on like... Oh. Ah! Okay then. Sure. On the higher levels, those guys are definitely a lot more important because those guys can take an absolute beating before they go down. So I would say this for the most part. If you are ever really scared of going into combat and you have one of those things around, you should probably just let them handle everything because they're definitely gonna mess up demons. But here's the problem with them. Let's say hypothetically I was standing right here and I was shooting at that guy and that guy's coming in. He wouldn't register that I was there and he would lay into me no matter what just to get rid of the demon. So you have to kind of be careful because if you step in their line of fire, they will absolutely mess you up. Alright, so before I leave this level, there's one more spot I want to go to. And that involves this PDA here. I'm just going to say hi to this guy. I don't want to leave you alone. I sent you to Doom Hell. I was going to say Doom Heaven, but I don't think they want any zombies up there. They kind of scary. Okay. Okay.
I don't think you understand, Dr. Betruger.
No, I understand everything.
I'm telling you now, Doctor, the UAC is taking over this operation.
Operation? Is that what you're calling it?
The situation is out of control.
It's not out of control, Swan. You are. I'll manage this, and you and your flunky will be taking control of nothing. Do you understand?
Yes, Betruger. I think I do understand.
Okay, plan B.
If you're a big fan of Doom, I'm pretty sure you know what he pulled out. Just take Plan B and add FG after that.
Welcome to the Alpha Lab.
Ow, I ate that. That was kind of mean of you. I'm gonna beat up your zombie friend here. Just take my venting rage out of that guy. Okay. So if it wasn't clear beforehand, I'm pretty sure you know who the bad guy is. And mind you, I will say this about Betruger. Whoever id Software managed to get for his voice actor definitely either stumbled and fell face first into a talent, or he just like really knew what the role required out of him. Because Betruger definitely makes this game, like especially with his acting, like it's second to none. Like I would put him in like the newer Doom games if he could be like an evil like demon lord or something. Mind you, speaking of demons, guess what's back? Everyone's favorite demon type, the Crouching Imps. Hey, what's with everybody in this friggin'... What's with everybody in hell and throwing barrels at people? Who throws a barrel?
Don't stop, buddy. There's nothing you can do for me. They're all gone. Surprised us. They just came out of nowhere. There's still a few squads operating, but they're all cut off from each other. Try to find them.
Rest in peace, good soldier. Good soldier that also isn't Logan from the new Evolution. Oh yeah, I'm going to show off the grenades in this game. They are probably the most detrimental and fun weapon in the game until you get to like the really high-end weapons. So grenades are essentially like an instant kill, especially if you know how to arc them right or bounce them right, because I would say in a number of occasions, if you don't know how to use them correctly, they will probably kill you. That being said, they are definitely a good choice if you want to get rid of something that is as small as, or as weak as a demon. Let me say that again. As small as, well, as small as weak as a zombie, there we go, or as big as a Hell Knight. This got me again. I don't know what it is with this. It always gets me and I always forget about it. Yeah, wait till the animation and throw a grenade. What? What? What is going on here? I'm throwing foam grenades. No. Run away, run away. Woo! They dead. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Woo! You can't stop my teabagging aim. I can definitely hear somebody there, so I'm just gonna huck that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kill somebody. Yep. He dead. Now, if you didn't really know anything about Doom, I'm going to tell you this only once. If you see a level or a part of a level that looks a little different from the other levels, where it looks like it's really established and it's setting a narrative, like there's blood everywhere, or the room is really big, you should probably expect something to attack you. I'm just going to slowly go over here and hit this button, and I'm going to show you what attacks us. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Alright, I'm gonna see if this actually works, as I did the first level and I looked like a badass, but... I did it! I did it! I did it! So, Pinky Demons, they definitely don't look like their counterparts from the older game. They definitely look like a big... They look like a big, ugly marshmallow with robot legs and a big, nasty mouth. They're not really that scary, and they don't appear much in the game. They're almost like... It's almost as if they kind of underrepresented them in a lot of ways, and to be brutally honest, I think in some of the future games, they almost put them more, like, just to kind of compensate for the fact that they weren't there to begin with. So let's just see, I think something comes out of here. Yep. That guy. You're dead. What? That hit? What the? I didn't hit anything? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. So, another thing that I have to note about the lockers. You will find these lockers. These are Martian Buddy lockers. Back in the day, when Doom was pretty well a young game, it had a lot of time on their hands, and thankfully they did, because they made a website that was tied to the video game, and what you had to do was you had to log onto martianbuddy.com in order to get a code to access these lockers here. And there are some that are in the game. I don't think there's too many. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 of them, but essentially what it was is that it would give you a code, you would unlock it, and it would give you a weapon, almost like a secret weapon, before you would be able to get it normally in a later part of the game. The problem is that when Bethesda took over, I think they may have gotten rid of the website, and essentially the code if you weren't really that much of a sleuth, was lost to you. But considering the fact that I memorized the code, it's a lot easier for me to kind of rip this open. So the code is 0508. Martian Buddy gives us a chain gun. So it definitely is worthwhile to know the code for Martian Buddy because it gives you pretty OP weapons before you actually get the OP weapons later in the game. So, yeah. Thanks, Martian Buddy. You did me a solid. Bethesda, screw off. Let's see if there's anything else here.
Marine, Bravo team reports there's some sort of identified growth taking over parts of the base. I don't know what it is, but it can't be good. Stay sharp.
Alright, don't hide. Or, sorry, don't hide. Hide, please, because I don't want to deal with you, but don't die. Because, you know, I like getting scratched in the face.
It isn't working. I tried everything. The computers aren't responding. I can't get root access to the systems. We can't do it here. We'll have to access the system somewhere else.
All right, let's go.
He's got the BFG. Okay, don't die. Thanks. Alright, so you're gonna find... Again, you can see that they... No, I won't. They did a really interesting job with the interior decorating here. Also, it's going to introduce something to us. Spawn portals. So the one thing I could say about spawn portals in this game, or I guess just... Oh. Whee! The one thing I can say about, I guess, the spawners in this game is... The problem with them is, I understand that they try to make things scary because the demons kind of come in out of nowhere, they can spawn them wherever. The issue is that when they spawn in, they have this whole animation where they're essentially tied to that animation they have to kind of go through before they can actually attack you. That leaves you a huge window of opportunity to actually run in there and shoot them in the face. So it's kind of counterintuitive to have that. You're better off just to have them like hiding in a corner and then all of a sudden, boom, they pop out of nowhere. Because that definitely gets you a little bit more than, well, I'll show you. This. Oh. Maybe that was him here. Okay, well, whatever. I'll show you a little later. It'll definitely happen again. Here we go. Watch this. I could have walked to the fridge, gotten a cold beer, had a sip of the beer, and then shot him in the face. That's like the slowest animation in the world. I think there's only... Yeah, there's just some nades in that PDA there, I guess. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. Just gotta jump down here ever so carefully. Perfect. Done. Gotta say goodbye to Logan, our now dead Marine, who's gone to Doom Heaven. Because he's a badass and didn't turn on everybody and become a demon.
Marine, I've received a report that you haven't reached Bravo. You need to pick up the pace. Can't wait for it. Reaching the communication facility quickly is imperative.
Yeah, here's the thing, Kelly. I'm kind of busy fighting the forces of hell here, and you're just sitting here bitching at me.
The UAC takes pride in its safety record. Please follow UAC procedures.
Yeah, I'm sure it's safe. Boom, you're dead. You're dead. Alright. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Remember that part. Slowly remembering things. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice, friendly friendly anime girl that's gonna come and give me a hug, right? Nope. Stupid jumping imp. So annoying. Like, there's no room for that at all. Run! Haha, you missed. Loser.
For generations, humankind has lived under the looming specter of slowly dwindling natural resources. Our new ventures on planets like
I don't think there's any way I could really escape this, right? I just get, like, smacked in the face with a chair. Yep. Like, I can understand if there are, like, things that are a little kind of all over the place, but when you can't escape things and you're literally like, okay, I'm just going to eat a chair in the face, that's kind of annoying.
Audio log for Kyle Berger, research supervisor for the EPD project. The elemental phase deconstructor is fully operational, and the research data we have gathered so far is very impressive. Unfortunately, we had a terrible accident last week. Research assistant Patterson was calibrating one of the quark emitters in the chamber, and witnesses say he appeared to see something, almost like something was talking to him, and he backed right into the particle beam. It was not a pretty sight, as it took off the backside of his head. He lived a few minutes, although I'm not sure you could consider that living, but they say his eyes rolled back and forth, and he was trying to talk, although after losing that much brain matter, I'm sure it was his reflex actions. Anyway, due to this, I have enacted new safety protocols in the lab, and we have stocked one of the storage cabinets with emergency medical supplies. The code for the cabinet is 752. End of log.
Okay. Works for me.
Warning. EPD laser active.
So the same thing that took off Buddy's head is something that we have to avoid here. So I'm just going to quickly save here just in case, because I don't want that turning my brains into scrambled eggs. Let's just do that, and then say hi, and then move over here. Well, okay. Kind of forgot again about this, but I guess this is kind of where I also said this in the last playthrough. So, as a disclaimer, there are some rooms that I will forget that have this. There are some flashing lights in this game that may or may not be great for people who are epileptic or suffer from any kind of seizures or whatnot, or have vision issues. I don't know why it decided to keep that in the game. They probably should have worked to get rid of that, because is it really that great to have blinking lights everywhere to create the aesthetic when there's a chance it could possibly cause somebody who is epileptic to have an issue? So if I remember where a room is going to have like flashing strobe lights or something close to it, I will tell you to look away as fast as possible, and then I'll tell you to look again, because that's just stupid. Like, that's just bad game mechanics, but it's an old game, and I guess, well, they didn't really think of it at the time, but I will do my best to remember that, just so, like, if you do have issues looking at that stuff where you are epileptic, you don't have an issue watching my streams. The other thing, too, is that I kind of thought about that because I'm not epileptic and I don't have vision issues, and I saw that and I was like, man, that's hurting my eyes, so I will try to remember that going forward. Ow. Oh, I ate a face full of that. Alright, there's a dude there. And then you go. I said you go. Oh, potato aim again. And you go. Alright. You're dead. Oh, you're fast for a fat guy.
Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
All right. Making some progress. I'll just quickly move through there. I think I remember this part. Buddy runs through there and you're dumb. Okay. I do remember some things about this game. I don't remember everything, but there are some things that I will get. Oh yeah, remember when I said when a room looks really different and hammed up that something's going to happen? Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen here. So, these demons here, I think they call them maggots, if I'm not mistaken. They're basically just imps without the fireball, and they're a little bit faster, and they have less health. They're more or less like an ambush enemy or something that they use as like cannon fodder, so pretty much if you can get like a straight shot on them, they're not that scary. Let's see. Let me up. Let me up. Nothing? Okay. Oh, I'm getting lost. Now I'm really in hell. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, sure. Spooky dookie. You're dead. You're dead. Alright. Yeah, I think that's... Whoop. I don't know if I can... I've never been able to kill this guy before he runs up. I killed him. I got him. Excellent. Stop. Stop. Stop throwing barrels at me. It's not very nice. Alright. Okay. I do remember this part. I didn't remember beforehand. Please look away, because over yonder, there is a bit of a strobe there. It's a red strobe, so please do look away. Yeet. Alright, we'll just not go in there, because I don't need anything from there. We're good. Sweet. Then we got cheesy hell effect here. Yeah, I'm really scared. Yeah. Spooky dookie. See, there are some parts in this game that are scary, and then there's some parts in this game that are just straight up dumb. Like, that's just an example of, like, dumb. Like, I understand that you're trying to create, like, a narrative where it's like, ooh, hell, scary, but it's not that scary. Like, especially after you play it long enough, you're basically just using cheesy effects to, like, little effect.
Oh, you startled me. Man, am I ever glad to see you. I thought I was all alone. It's been freaking spooky lately. The hydrogun's blown a few circuits and is unstable. Be careful with that gun. A stray bullet into the glass shields could blow the whole area. I'm gonna try and get this thing stabilized. I'll head to the science office when I have this under control.
Will do. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm going the right way, okay. Please let me through. I hit you with a headshot. Okay. I am going to save here because over here, he wasn't kidding when Those things, if they are hit by a stray bullet, they will blow the whole base to Kingdom Come. And the only reason I found that out, again, because I totally gapped on it, and was like, yeah, whatever, buddy, was there are 2 maggots that come down from the ceiling, and I basically decided, you know what's a great gun to shoot for accuracy? A shotgun with a huge spread. And one of the bullets hit there and blew up everything. So if you're going to use a shotgun, get real close. Like, you should be, like, literally, like, looking them in the eyes and then pulling the trigger in order to kill them before you use a shotgun. If you're not really confident in doing that, just use a machine gun. It'll get the job done. Like, they literally have to come into, like a small window for them to actually, like, get to you anyways. Actually, I should probably get some of that. Alright. Well, I guess it looks like I'm going to have to fight some more baddies here. Alright, well, that does it for this level, I think. We're well on our way to getting back to where I was beforehand before I had to end everything, so we'll just see how fast I can get this going, and then, yeah. We'll be right on track. Yeah, spooky, spooky. And then I think you spawn here. Alright, don't die. Don't die. Sure, like, whatever. Wait. You know what? I decided you wanted to die, and you want to decide to be completely bullet resistant. I mean, it's your thing. You do you. Oh. Almost forgot about him. And you're dead. And you're dead. And you're dead. Wait. Take that. Don't forget that. Do.
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. If you not far, please help me. I've locked myself in storage room C4. Please, if anyone can hear me, please help me.
If I remember to go to that, I'll show you where that is, because I think there's a number of occasions where I've literally just, like, waltzed right by it and forgotten about it, but I think I know where it is. Also, that's just gross. I'm gonna have to end that right now. I'm sorry. I'm the Doom Police here. Stop streaming. It's not very nice. Like, there are things in this game that try to unnerve you, but sometimes it's just, like, a little too cheesy. Like, stop. I am the law here. I am the Doom Marine. Hello! Come on, spawn, damn it. Definitely ruins its mystique here when you kind of know where all the zombies or demons are going to be, but I mean, like, it is what it is. Die.
Let's go!
It would be kind of cool to kind of link up with them and, you know, fight the forces of hell together, but it would kind of ruin the whole horror element of this game.
The specialist teams.
Oh, I forgot about you guys. Eat chain gun.
Marine, Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head through engineering and try to link up with them in Sector 3.
Yeah, we'll do. Like, honestly, Kelly, you're just in my ear about everything. I think the code for this is in Andrew Chin's email. I might be wrong. Nope, I'm right. Perfect. Sweet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Just in case the game's going kind of funny, I'm going to save for a sec there. Holy moly. Holy moly guacamole. Oh. You're dead. Okay, then. Take some of that. Oh. That's where it is. Okay, so this is technically where the... Yeah, that's technically where the guy that needs help is supposed to be, but the only thing that's actually here, because it's technically a trick, is... Okay, pal, that's on you. You may have lost the memo on, like, how to be a demon, but that's definitely not it. I don't think there's really anything here aside from, like, a bit of ammo. And some, yeah, there's, like, a bit of armor there, but, yeah, it's really meant just to be, like, a false kind of, like, plea for help, and then it's like, oh, no, demons and stuff are scary and tricking me. But aside from that, it's really just, like, it's just a elaborate secret. Like, I think in a lot of occasions, and I might be wrong in remembering this, but there are a number of occasions where there will be, like, guns that you get in the game where there's a little demon girl voice or a demon guy voice saying, over here. And then you go in and it's just like, oh, wow, they really want me to get that. Thanks, demon voices. And it's just like, okay, it's just literally just trying to introduce you to everything. Alrighty. Oh, God.
Don't shoot. I can help you. The lights are all out. I'll lead you through here if you can get me off this base.
So, this is the one mission that I forgot about and remembered at the moment I saw Lantern Guy. Shut up. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. Why are you talking to me? Like, stop. So...
Come on. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't. So this is an escort mission. Basically, you have to make sure Lantern Guy gets it, like, you know, to the end and he survives and whatnot. Well, quote-unquote, survives. This is a Doom game, after all. The protagonist is the only guy that actually survives, so you kind of know what's going to happen to this guy here. And it's annoying because you literally have to be next to him the entire time. It's not compulsory to let him live, but it's just easier because he does have a light and you don't really have to keep your light on the entire time. It's just, it's so annoying to keep him alive. But the thing is that if you go too far away from him, it quote-unquote kills him because the demon must have come out of nowhere and, you know, gave him a big hug, and that was it for him, so... Yeah, I'm sure, yeah, okay. It's just... I hate missions like this. I hate escort missions in general. It's just annoying because the AI does dumb things, and it gets to a point where it's like, I don't want to get involved with something that literally is just a waste of time. Like, in all honesty, I should cap this guy and just, like, move on, but whatever, I'll just endure.
Here comes another.
Thanks for screaming at me. Now, I want to see if I can find... Where does this maggot come from? Does he come... There he is. So he does come from over there, okay. Yeah. Thank God it's dead. Yeah. Speaking of dead, why don't you get dead, like, real soon?
There's the exit.
Yep. Keep going. Well, everybody, it's time to say goodbye to Lantern Guy. He gone. Alright, and I think PDA of Walter Connors gives us this one. Nope, not that. There we go. Yeah, escort missions suck, and that one's not one that I really enjoy playing. There are a number of times where I want to shoot him at... Oh, yeah. Yep. So, your eyes don't deceive you. Those are cobwebs. There are spiders in this game, and the spiders in this one kind of suck, and the intro to this also sucks. So, if you're not a fan of spiders, you probably just want to look away. I mean, like, they're not terrible in this game. They are kind of annoying, because sometimes they kind of swarm you, and it's just a little too much, but... yeah, I'm not a fan of spiders in this game. They kind of suck. Yeet. Nope. Oh crap, I forgot you can't reload! Twofer. I do not like this spooky, scary spiders in this game. They suck. They are awful. I'm not arachnophobic, but this game would definitely test my my faith and I guess my my stance in that. They definitely suck. Yep, not a fan of them. Mainly because they kind of come in out of nowhere and they just swarm you. No, let me kill him. Stop protecting him. Not sure if there's somebody that hides over there, but might as well get rid of him. Too many spiders.
Warning. Toxins present. Please execute cleanup procedure.
So, it is what it looks like. It's a claw game in a Doom game. So, I don't know what possesses Doom to do stuff like this. I understand there's a need to, like, put, like, puzzles and stuff like that in possibly, like, different games just to kind of, like, catch people off guard, but this is kind of dumb. Like, I didn't come here to play a claw game while I'm trying to defeat the forces of hell. Like, I get it, it's a poison leak, and obviously you don't want to walk in there because as a squishy human you're going to die, but this kind of, like, really slows down the whole game because I have to stop and take out 2 barrels.
Toxic gas levels decreased 50%.
Yeah. That's enough of you. Like, it's just stuff like this that just really slows it down. Yay, it's done. Whoopee.
Toxic gases cleared. Waste disposal area now safe for entry.
Yeah, if you want a waste disposal simulator, there you go. You got it.
Bravo team is barely holding their own.
Okay, so let me just kill all those guys real quick. So in this level, it's actually kind of funny because there's one PDA where there's a really, really annoyed, I guess he's a supervisor or something. He's something authoritative in this level. And he basically talks about the fact that every one of his employees are a bunch of morons. And they keep losing stuff and not being able to remember codes and stuff like that. So basically he sets every single code for the lockers in this level to 1, 2, 3. That's what I remembered from this, even before like getting into this game. The last time before I had to reload and do everything here. And it's funny because you hear him and he's like, he sounds like he's losing his faith in humanity as he's talking. It's like, yeah, I can kind of understand that. You gonna go through the door there, friend? Okay, I guess not. Not sure if that's it. It sounds like it's it. Okay, we're good. We good. And then we got Buddy who's going to long-range snipe us with a shotgun because he's really good at the game. Get out of here. There's too many dang spooky, scary spiders. Alright, so that's done and over with. We can all clean up our trousers now and not have to deal with spiders anymore. Spiders are awful. I think there's some more people back here, or back here. What the? You just tried a grenade attack? How? Explain. Well, you're just mean. Hi. Hi. So, this part over here is basically introducing you to the chain gun. Basically, if you didn't have the chain gun beforehand, it's like, oh yeah, now you really OP gun. You're gonna really wreck house with it. It's like, buddy, I already got it. Don't worry about it. Hey, none of that. No more jumping. There's gonna be any jumping here? It's gonna be from me. Okay. You're dead. You're dead, please. Thank you. See, I can do my own long-range shotgun stuff, too. Okay. So, I think we're getting kind of close to the end of this level, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Scary. You're dead. Oh. You're dead. Yeah. Why don't you die? Die. Die. Alright. Yeah, it's... as bad as it looks, it's just, I've been here before, and it's just kind of annoying that I lost the capture beforehand, because now it just kind of looks like I'm... Ooh! Why didn't you run out? You're supposed to run out. Yeah. There, your dad. And then we just have to wait for our extra spooky, scary imp who will come in right now. There, you're dead. Thank you. Yes, scary things. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, I'm just going to grab... Oh, I guess I don't have to do that. Okay, perfect. Yep. And yep. Okay. So, this is where I ended off the last time. And I think I'm going to end it off this time because as it stands, it is 2 in the morning and I've been literally gaming for about maybe 4 hours straight. This was actually a pretty fun run through just to kind of give me a good start back into like a single player game. If there is a high demand to keep doing this over and over again, I would be more than happy to go through this again because again, like Doom 3 holds a weird spot in my heart. Like, it's not like the worst game in the world, but I don't hate it. Like, it's fun. Like, the game mechanics are fun to some degree. That being said, it's not going to be the game that I choose for myself, like, when I'm actively looking for a video game. It's kind of like well, I've already done this, so what do I want to do aside from that kind of game? But if there is a really good demand for this, I would be happy to accommodate and play this all the way through every time I come on and stream. If you want me to go back to Fortnite and GTA, I can always do that, or I could always try a different game. I am basically game for anything. That being said, I'm going to cap it off here, and just to cap it off, I'm also going to end the level. So, as we conclude everything, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. If you are interested, follow me. Also, take a look at my YouTube channel. Basically the same name. It's HockeyGoalie770. I generally try to upload as much as I possibly can onto my YouTube channel. Most of the time, it's going to be either highlights from my streams or it'll be different things that I have on and off. It could be something from real life, like the hockey stream that I had, or it could be like a different thing entirely, like a chat stream. But most of the time, it's going to be like highlights from whenever I play video games. But that all being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll talk with you guys soon. Peace out.